Yo, and how's it going, Apple Army? Welcome back to the Gaming Apple. So today, it is 1vX day. Because do you know why? I've noticed that throughout this whole patch, I have not put one STAM DK1vX video out. I've done a Stampler 1vX video, I've done a STAM Sork 1vX video, I'm pretty sure I've even tapped on a STAM Necro 1vX video, but for some reason, the only time I've uploaded one STAM DK this patch has been in a 3vX with Foley and Asti, and maybe like a few little 1vXs on the side. There's not been a 1vX video yet, and I thought that was pretty bizarre for me, for my main. Alright, so guys, today is a pure 1vX STAM DK video, and yeah, I hit this all in one night on stream. I saw the clips and I was just like, I've just been playing in groups and stuff and small scale STAM DK. I was like, no, we need to spend a night playing STAM DK to get some 1v8 clips, and that's what we did. And we did this live over on Twitch, guys. Yes, live over on Twitch. It was my first time going back to Twitch in since December, and the support I got over there, guys, was mental. We literally passed 100 Twitch followers instantly within the first stream. So thank you very much to everybody who's come and supported me over on Twitch. And I will be live on Twitch most nights now, because the thing about YouTube was, with YouTube, I've got to do certain things to get recommended and stuff like that. On Twitch, I can just go there and chill, even if I'm just farming gear, guys. Even if I'm just chilling, I'll be streaming on Twitch when I'm just playing my game. And so yeah, expect a lot more live streams from me now, guys, which I'm really happy about, and I hope you guys are too. Right. Now, before I actually let this clip go, I'm not even sure if I will let this clip go and put some music on. Maybe we'll do some music later on the video, maybe we won't. But there is something that I wanted to talk about, and that is stamina. Yes, so in a 1vX clip, we're going to talk about some game mechanics. So it's stamina for STAM DK, or in just general. Now, I recently did a video for my STAM DK build. I think it's got over 12,000 views now. It's been very good to me, so thank you for supporting that video, guys. But basically, I've got over 3k STAM recovery this patch, and obviously that video got a lot of attention. People thinking, well, you don't need 3k STAM recovery, it's overkill, and people asking, how would you get 3k STAM recovery? And then people comment on that, it's like, well, you don't need it, it's overkill, yeah. And what I have to say to you is, you're wrong. Quite frankly, you are wrong. You may not need 3k STAM recovery, right? You may not need it. Good for you, right? Your playstyle works probably better than mine then, right? But for me, I need 3k STAM recovery on STAM DK, and it's not like I'm wasteful, right? I feel like I've mastered the STAM DK class. It is my one class that I feel like I have mastered, right? There's other classes that I'm great at, but not like on the level that I am with STAM DK, and that's just self-evaluation, right? When I look at myself play STAM DK, I look and I think, could I have done anything better? And yes, of course I find stuff that I could do better, but do I look at myself and do I think I'm wasteful of my resources? No, I think when it comes to resource management, I do pretty well. And last patch, when I was Xing, I needed a 2.7k STAM recovery. So on the bow, you gotta remember, right? I'm roll dodging, I'm occasionally blocking, I'm doing a lot of roll dodging, break free, I'm always keeping, like, the best I can, keeping my heal over times up, always trying to stay offensive, not just purely being defensive to manage my resources. I'm always trying to pick up my moments to go offensive. So I'm always using a lot of stamina, right? And so I needed 2.7k last patch. And now going into this patch, what changed from last patch to this patch for a 1vXer to notice and to need more stamina recovery? So I went from 2.7k to 3k, like 3.1k, right? And what changed was the fact that with procs coming back, straight up more damage, right? Procs coming back, it was more damage, right? So I'm needing to move more to mitigate the damage. But that was only slight. To be honest, that's only a slight thing that affected sustain. The main thing that affected sustain, and the reason why I had to go more sustain this patch, on quite a few of my builds actually, for 1vXing, especially in regards to stamina, not so much magic, but in regards to stamina sustain. And that is the fact that they changed the not the green CP, it used to be green, the red CP. They changed the new red CP. So stuff like break free, like the reduction cost of break free, the reduction cost of roll dodge, the reduction cost of sprint, all this stuff, that got halved. So my reduction costs, say, went from 420 to 210. I don't know the exact stats, but they got halved. right? To balance CP so that there isn't as high of a CP requirement for players. Like instead of needing say 1,600 to get all your CP points in, you may now only need about 1,200 to function properly in Cyrodiil, right? And I agree with why they did it. The CP cap was way too high, and it wasn't nice for people like on 600 CP versus a 1,600. I get why they did it, but nevertheless, when they did nerf CP, right? What they did do, whether they intended to or not, and I think they did intend this to, and I will go into why I think they intended to do this, but what they did was they made it harder to sustain stamina, right? And I think other people have picked up on this. I definitely know Kirchhoff. If you watch him, he streams on PS4 NA. I know for a fact he's noticed it. He was one of the first people to mention it, actually, and I completely agree with the dude. You need more sustain this patch, just in general. You do need more sustain. And especially for us X's, right? When I am solo, look at me in this clip, and there may be some low levels, some high levels, a mix, bunch, right? We're varying from a 1v4 to 1v8 situations, right? And in these situations, the slightest change in reduction cost to stamina, break free abilities, and roll dodge, all that stuff, that is so noticeable. When you have that control over your resources, like I feel like I do, when you have that level of control, right? You notice the slightest changes. Hell, right? I noticed, right? Do you know that they reduced the cost, the speed bonus by literally, I think it was 4% speed. I noticed that 4% instantly. I completely forgot about it, right? But when I got in my build, I noticed that reduction sprint speed in the CP instantly, and I was on my stream like, yo guys, why am I feeling slower? Like, why do I feel a bit slower this patch? And it took me like a day or so to actually remember that they nerfed, obviously, the CP speed. And I was like, yeah, if you're really tuned into your build and that class, you will notice little things like this. And which is why you see players like me increase their stam recovery, or maybe somebody like Fully was trying out Essence Thief, maybe for their damage and sustain. I don't know how he was trying it, but definitely players 1vX's, I know for a fact, are needing to adjust their stamina, not going lower in adjustments, but either staying the same on maybe certain builds like a Stam Sork, or going higher on things like Stam Plus, Stam DK, Stam Den, I know has had to increase. Not sure about Stam Blade or Stam Crow as much, because those are very different. But definitely on the Stam Plus, Stam DK, and Stam Den side of things. I know I've gone off from a bit of tangent there, right? But back to the increased stamina cost thing. So I said they might have been doing it intentionally or non-intentionally. With they might have been doing the CP like cost increase through. Let me word that better. Right. When they reduced your ability to get cost decreases through CP, I said that they might have been doing this on purpose to nerf stamina sustain, or it might just be an accident. Now, I genuinely think that they did this on purpose. Now, because I say this, because if you look at other things, like from a few patches ago, they buffed minor, like stuff like minor endurance, and I believe, no, not major endurance, but definitely minor endurance, and they brought that stamina recovery up quite high with that. And since then, stamina recovery was very, very high. Stamina sustain was very easy to sustain. Now I feel like they're kind of tuning back on that. So it's because stamina sustain was so easy, people were being able to get so much damage. And I think in the future now, we'll see stamina sustain get gradually harder, and sustain in general get a bit harder as they try to balance the game going forward. Because what they've done is we've gone from very tanky sustaining metas, right? We've gone from a very tanky sustaining meta a few metas ago, right, to them taking out procs, damage becoming at all-time high with sustain being amazing, right? Now with procs coming back, being readjusted, with procs having been readjusted and not doing as crazy amount of damage as they were before, like the proc meta not being as tanky and as polarizing as it once was. Right, now damage is one of the main issues. You look at Stam Blades and Mag Blade Bombers, they're ripping through people, right, and being able to sustain very well. So I think in the future patches, we'll see damage nerfed a little bit. We will see stamina sustain nerfed a bit more again, because the more they nerf stamina sustain, right? The more they nerf stamina sustain, the less damage X's can put into their builds. Purely because we need to be putting that damage into sustain instead. And that's a tool that ZeniMax Zos uses to help balance the state of the game. And because damage is at an all-time high right now, and I'm sure you guys can agree with that, because the tanky meta has kind of gone. People aren't as tanky as they once were. Especially they're not as tanky and doing the same amount of damage as they once were. Look at the STAM dens, for example. You don't see those massive 40k health tanky builds dishing out anywhere near as much damage as they once did. So they fixed, in my opinion, they've done a very good job of fixing how tanky players were. But now what I think is damage is too high. And with that, what they tried to do in this patch, and with the CP, not only try nerf the CP so to make it more even for people between 800 CP to 2000 CP, so it's not as big of a difference, but also whilst doing that at the same time, try to drive down damage by increasing stamina cost. I know I might have worded that a bit badly in parts, and I do apologise for how I wasn't planning on doing a video like this. I had 30 minutes to talk for, so I wasn't sure where I was going to go with this, but I honestly believe everything that I said here, guys, and I think if you keep looking at the new patch notes and stuff, I will not be surprised in the next set of PTS notes if they drive up stamina recovery, not so much magic recovery, but stamina recovery and stamina sustain in general, to drive down stuff like stam blades that are overperforming in terms of damage. Hell, they might even go and nerf damage, right? But they're definitely going to do something either indirectly or directly to help balance damage. Because yeah, stam blades are king right now in my opinion, absolute king. And bombers obviously, there's risk reward factor there, but stam blades, there's not much risk going on right now. I've seen some amazing stam blades this patch, doing it very easily. I'm actually envious of how good stam blades are in comparison to stam DK, in all honesty. But I don't expect that to last much longer. I expect this to be changed in future patches, like all metas come to an end. But yeah, this is my first 1vX video for this patch. I know I've gone off on one there, but I hope you guys can see where I'm coming from. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that. So yeah, guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video or how you think about what I said down in the comment section below. Get a discussion going with me. I'm very curious, guys, how you think the future of the meta will go and adapt as we go into the future patches. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy, please be sure to smash that like button as well. All the likes really do help share my content, and we've been blowing up over 430 subscribers in the last 28 days. That is crazy. Look at my subscribers, we're just about to hit 1.4k. So 400 of that plus in the last 28 days. Guys, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And guys, remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, to stay up to date with all my latest content and to become part of the Apple Army. But this clip's about to finish now, guys, so remember that my Twitch link is down in the description below, and so is my Discord. So you want to come see me live or talk to me more, that is all there for you guys. But without any further ado, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out for now. Bye bye.